Hello and a very warm welcome to the first of 2 days of coverage of the German Open here from Mulheim in Western Germany. Mulheim an der Ruhr, to be precise, city on the river. We're about 30 kilometers north of Dusseldorf and we are set for what should be a magnificent day of action. The crowd certainly are. 3,000 seats in the TotalEnergies Sports Hall, and they tell us they have sold every single one of them. And when you see the lineup shortly, you'll understand why. A rocking atmosphere already, and it's only just noon here in Germany. If you're a badminton fan, you are in the right place. A star-studded lineup coming up. Here's where we've been and where we're going. It's the European swing, the All England, one of the big highlights of the year, coming up next week. Then we're in Switzerland and Spain before we start in Asia again. It truly is a circumnavigation of the globe. The HSBC BWF World Tour. North American stopovers in Canada and the US. And not even on that list, the HSBC World Tour Finals just before Christmas. Well, here's what's coming up. Kicking off with mixed doubles, where the seeds have been tumbling. Koreans Kim and Jeong have a 100% record, though, against the Japanese pair Yamashita and Shinoya. Then the first of two mouth-watering women's singles semis. He Bingzhou versus An Se-young. The Chinese has dominated their previous encounters. Back to the mixed after that. Feng and Huang, the only remaining seeded pair. They face Minarikawa and Saito, who they beat in the Time Masters semi last month. That's followed by arguably the match of the day. World champion Akane Yamaguchi against Olympic gold medalist Chen Yufei, both still just 25. Amazingly, it's their 26th meeting. Conversely, Kento Momota and Li Shifeng have never faced each other before. Every seed has been eliminated in the men's single. Two surprise semi-finalists in the first of the men's doubles. So what a chance for Kang and Seo or Li and Yang to win a title. Women's doubles to follow that. Matsuyama and Shida have won 7 of the 8 matchups they've played against Hanemu and Ithran. And our Saturday finale is the second men's doubles. Koreans Kwe and Kim, the only seeds left against Japanese pair Koga and Saito. Here's the way the mixed doubles draw has panned out. You can see just 2 seeds made the last 8. It's been nothing if not unpredictable. You'll see both of these semis in our 8-match live coverage this afternoon. Very decent prize money on offer here. Total of $210,000 US. And the winners of the doubles will pick up just over $16,500 US. Players are on their way. Guaranteed nearly $8,000 to make the final. So the Korean pair of Kim and Jeong making their way onto our TV show court here. Won all 3 previous matchups against the Japanese pair. And here they are. Yamashita leads the way ahead of Naru Shinoya. Gotta say, we have an absolutely rocking atmosphere here inside the hall. It is pretty much bang slap in the city centre. This tournament been held way back since 1955. And the hall here is actually the base of the German Badminton Federation. Well, there's the confirmation of that 3-love head-to-head. Most recently, early in the year in India.
You receive? You receive? They receive. You serve, we send. You send.
Well, if it's like this here before a shuttle's been struck, heaven knows what it'll be like later when we get into the thick of the action. But let's give you some information about this quartet, starting with Kim Won-ho. This pair are ranked 14. It is their best, as you see there. Kim is, of course, the son of the Olympic mixed doubles gold medalist, Kim Jeong. She won that medal back in 1996 in Atlanta. Kim's partner is Jeong won the women's doubles event at the Korea Open and the Japanese Open last year with Kim Jeong. And she's still just 22 years of age, a young pair. No question they have the potential to get into the world's top 10. Have not been tested so far. Straight games all the way for the Koreans. And their opponents on the other side of the net, Yamashita, 24 years of age. As you can see there, they're ranked at 19. They were up at 13 last December. On the mixed doubles bronze at the World Championship a couple of years ago in Huelva. And there's his partner, Shinoya. Only other medal as a pair is runner-up in the Akita Masters in 2019. But Shinoya's won 7 international events in women's doubles and mixed doubles. So potentially this could be close, and once again, as you can see, they haven't dropped a single game so far. Past Meyers and Moore of England, and then 2 pairs from Hong Kong, China in round 2 and the quarterfinal, respectively. João Fragoso of Portugal is our chair umpire here. And Bjorn Duping of Germany is the service judge.
Dieses Duell jetzt auf dem Center Court ist auch, dass du jetzt mal umgesetzt da liegst. Also wir haben die großen Favoriten alle schon rausgeworfen, unter anderem in Kombination Kim und Jeong hat hier der Nummer 1 Gesetzten aus dem Turnier geworfen. Und jetzt geht es los. Vorstellung durch den Schiedsrichter.
So 8 semi-finals coming to you live today. This is the first of them. And of course, we'll bring you all 5 finals live tomorrow afternoon. Same start time, 12 o'clock noon local. So adjust wherever in the world you're watching our coverage.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kim Won-ho, Jeong Na-hoon, Korea. And on my left, Yamashita, Shinoya, Japan. Shinoya to serve, to Jeong Na-hoon, love all, play.
So here we go. Yamashita to serve. First shuttle struck in anger on semi-final Saturday. And you have to think that the Japanese pair, based on past history, need to get off to a good start, just really to fuel their confidence against a pair they've never beat. Swung at fresh air there, Jeong Na-hoon. I think she was expecting that to go flush down the line. from Shinoya. Oh, nicely put away. In the groove straight away, the Japanese. Straightforward, really, from mid-court, from Yamashita. Made no mistake. Well, they haven't really woken up yet, have they, Kim and Jeong? Second best in the opening 4 points here. Statement of intent from Yamashita and Shinoya. Well, that will make them feel a bit better. Bit of predatory prowling around the net from Jeong. Well, first sign of a mix-up in communication there between the two Japanese. They rather left that to each other. Yours, mine, sorry.
4.
Kim and Jeong, no strangers to making progress in Super 300 events. They lost to fellow Korean Seo and Shai in the Australian Open final last year.
Play.
That's a great reach from Shinoya, it really was. Element of anticipation in it as well.
5-3.
It was Kim who went sprawling. Oh, that was hit with real venom and genuine authority by Jeong.
4-5.
Measure of the consistency of both pairs. That's the first shuttle that's gone long in the match. The 10th point. Well, having got themselves back on level terms, that was a little careless from Jeong in the service fault. Well, it was the right idea, just couldn't quite float that over the net, Yamashita. He caught his opponent on his heels, but didn't have to play it in the end. Consistent clearing there from Jeong.
7-6.
Meant the Japanese pair were pretty much marooned at the back of the court. Didn't do anything with it. Tight opening game so far, though. Well, it might only be a 2-point lead, but I think the worry from the Japanese pair's point of view is that they've won just 2 of the last 10 points. Momentum has shifted after bright start from the Japanese.
8-6.
Well, that's more like the kind of point they want to play, would be in the ascendancy, controlling the net. Kill was probably the easiest part of the rally.
7-8.
To work to gain the ascendancy in it. Yeah, very quick to spot the opportunity there, Yamashita. Bit of a nothing shot, to be fair, from Kim, but it was punished. Great defense from Shinoya. Well, longest rally of the match, hugely appreciated in the hall here. That really would have stung a bit for the Koreans if they'd lost that point, as they looked to be in control of it on more than one occasion. In the end, excellent piece of placement from Kim. Made sure that they didn't sacrifice the initiative.
9-8.
Great get. Brilliant, brilliant from Yamashita. Presence of mind to recover so quickly from the block, to get back up on the other side of the court and play the winner.
Over 9-0.
That is a serious confidence-boosting point. So back level again in this topsy-turvy First part of the opening game. She'll take it.
10-9.
Accept all the good fortune that comes your way in the sport. Rattled against the tape, and sheer weight of the shot forced it over the net. Yeah, it was a bit of a Christmas present in the end for Kim. So, final point before the mid-game interval. And the Japanese with the slenderest of leads as they go for the 1 minute break.
Play.
Oh, that might have just drifted wide. Didn't matter in the end. Guess if you're not sure, then obviously play it. There's a slight drift in the hall, from left to right as you look.
Jeong serving. 11-all.
Oh, that was the bite a bit, because Yamashita's been using some excellent deception from the back of the court, but he didn't see that coming.
12-11.
Grim has told the story. Too much power from too short range, really, for Jeong to deal with that right on the hit. Absolutely nailed by Yamashita.
12-all.
Nip and tuck the whole way through here. Be a question of which pair's going to keep their nerve as we get towards the business end of the game. That was nicely angled away by Shinoya.
13-12. Out. Good. Service over. 13-all. Service over. 14-13.
Well, that was a chance. That was a big miss. And in the context of the way this game's been going, a 2-point lead is
13.
a valuable one. Fair to say that 2 of the 3 previous meetings, although Kim and Jeong have a 3-love lead, 2 of them have gone to 3 games. So no real surprise that the Japanese are keeping this very competitive. And now they have a 3-point lead.
16-13.
So quick across the ground, Yamashita. Really well to rescue that. And in the end gets the reward. So taking a bit of a stranglehold now on this opening game. Yamashita and Shinoya. So another error will just increase the confidence of the Japanese pair. Mentioned they lost in straight games to Kim and Jeong, the India Open in January. It's actually the first meeting between the two for more than 3 years. Have to say, I didn't see this coming after so close leading up to the mid-game interval. But Yamashita and Shinoya just a couple of points away from securing the opening game. It's a beautiful shot. 7 game points.
20, game point 13.
I think he had too long to think about that. Changed the shuttle and kind of just lost his concentration, I think. shouldn't prove too costly, you wouldn't have thought.
Game.
And indeed it doesn't. So 21-14, opening game
First game won by Yamashita
to the Japanese pair, and
21,
very convincing in the end. 21 minutes on court and 21-14 in the opener.
Second game, level, play.
So can Kim and Jeong fight back here in this second game after they, you have to say, rather capitulated the second part of the opener?
Service over. 1-love.
Good lead.
Service over.
Mentioned there was a bit of drift in the hall, but not that much. That was never going to come back.
1-all.
Well, it's a pity.
Service over.
Because they dovetailed really nicely, Yamashita and Shinoya, but just
2-1.
errant with what should have been, potentially could have been a winner.
Service over. Take a new one. Take a new one. Take a new one. Take a new one. 2-all.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece of placement from Shinoya in the middle of that rally. set up Yamashita for the kill. Right at the body of Jeong. No sympathy are still given here. Well, Kim repaying the compliment. It's too hot for Shinoya to handle.
3-0.
That's a couple of those that she's missed.
4-3.
They look pretty straightforward, but as soon as you just momentarily take your eye off the shuttle, potentially every shot can be missed. Oh, great shot. Might have just flicked off the top of the net, but we'll take it. Yamashita. Two Koreans, actually the tallest two on the court. Kim's 6 foot and Jeong at 5'6" is taller than both the Japanese.
5-0.
Thought that might be the flicker. And again, excellent accuracy from Jeong. Right at the body of Naru Shinoya. Just couldn't get a controlled racket to the shuttle. Terrific rally, this. Oh, it was wonderful deception, and even after that, they still had to go and win the point. No answer to the angle backhand in the end, but boy, did they have to work hard for that. flat out on the court. Jeong Na-yoon. They deserve a breather after that point. What better way to spend a Saturday in Mulheim than here at the Western Energy Hall, watching some of the best in the business. We've got a terrific lineup of matches for you today. That landed on the line. Just about the first error of judgment, I think, in the match. And that was pretty tasty too.
8-6.
Now they're going to challenge that, so we're going to have Hawkeye in use for the first time today. Each pair has 2 challenges per game, and if your challenge is correct, you keep it. There was a fist pump there from Shinoya, so she clearly thought, before she looked across at the line judge, that the shuttle was long. Hawkeye will settle the dispute. Well, we didn't see it, but clearly the umpire did, and it was long. Thought that would probably be the case, just from the way Shinoya reacted.
Also, liebe Zuschauer, Sie denken jetzt auch, Mensch, Technologie war dabei drin. Wie gesagt, die Technik hat es da noch nicht gezeigt. Das wird sich gleich ändern.
That's going to be wide, was it? Played it anyway. Always much easier from up here. Follow the line of the shuttle directly down the line, but I've got to think that was an error of judgment from Yamashita. And there's another one.
Out.
Little clumsy.
10-8.
Big point this, if Yamashita and Shinoya can go into the interval with a 3-point lead. Very much in the ascendancy, and that's what they'll do.
11-8.
Careless service return, and Yamashita and Shinoya potentially with a chance to win against Kim and Jeong for the first time.
11-8. Play. Service over. 9-11.
This is where Kim and Jeong really have to put their best foot forward. Need to start really strongly after the interval. That's long.
10-11.
Shot. And that three-point interval lead wiped out, apparently in the blink of an eye.
You took too much time. You look at the go to venue silence. 11 all. Yamashita has to be immediate. Okay?
Well, they need to stop the rot here. 4 straight points for the Koreans. Well, they needed that badly.
Service over.
Still think that the Koreans have the edge now, having come from behind, but when it's as
12-13.
close as this, right in it. Just looks so much better when they're positive. First few points after the interval almost looked like they were kind of waiting for the error to come from the other side of the net rather than forcing the issue themselves.
Service over.
See the frustration after that miscue from Shinoya.
14-12.
Pinpoint accuracy cross court from Kim. Starting to turn the screw now.
12.
Totally revitalized. Just lost the 1 point since the mid-game interval. There was some anger in that from Yamashita.
(13-15).
Oh, that was just inside the line, I think. Not even on the line.
14,
Complete
15.
misread from Kim. Let's have a look. Couldn't quite see it, but no question it was the right call. Well, that's careless. She's just starting to make a few errors. And the Koreans now looking favourites to level the match here. Just purely because
16-14.
they don't appear to be giving away as many cheap points. We've had some fantastic rallies. But just in the last 5 or 6 points, Japanese pair have gifted a few to their opponents. Can't afford to do that at this level. That's long.
Service over. 15-16. Service over. 17-15.
It was the right idea, but the wrong execution. And they look to be really taking a grip here on this second game, the two Koreans. More of that required from Yamashita and Shinoya.
16-18.
Crowd get so involved here in Germany, really a part of the whole ensemble. Big point coming up here. Keeps them in it. Back within one.
Wait.
Right down the middle is so often so effective. In for a bit of a thriller here, the conclusion of this second game. With a 3-point lead
18-0.
moments ago. Kim and Jeong, that's been wiped out. But the way this match has gone, totally unpredictable. One pair in the ascendancy, then the other. Who can hold their nerve here? Yamashita serving. The time to look and check that wasn't going to drift out, Yamashita. Great defense from the Japanese pair, but it's out. And it's advantage Korea again. Now, where is Jeong going to go with the serve here to Shinoya? Great defense. Brilliant from Yamashita, that. That was never coming back, though. Hit that straight at his opponent. But all's fair in love and war. Hand of apology. I don't think he really meant it. Doesn't matter. 19 all. Now the pressure on Shinoya with the serve to Jeong. Will she go for the flicker? No. Oh, late decision, late decision. He, or in this case she, who hesitates, is lost. Game point for Kim and Jeong. So rarely win a point when you leave it that late to make the decision to play it. Well, the error gifts the game. 21-19. You have to worry now from a Japanese point of view. Had chances, couldn't take them. One game all.
Final game, level, play.
So here we go then for the decider. Again, you would think the Koreans would be favourites now, just having come from behind, and in a pretty nervy second game as well. Starting as they mean to go on.
One love. Two love.
Well, they look like they mean business in this decider, don't they, Kim and Jeong?
Three love.
Hier sind begeistert von Ihnen, aber nicht von zwei, die für Vorbeifall haben. Wenn Sie das Kennzeichen GE für Derby-Sieger Gelsenkirchen haben, dann LAE 713 oder MT HGE 180. Bitte kommen Sie mit zu Ihrem Auto und...
Wasn't expecting that, I don't think, Jeong. A bit more confusion there.
One, four.
I mentioned the prize money a little while ago, but also, of course, there's very precious ranking points up for grabs. 7,000 to the winners, just shy of 6,000 the runners-up. That's going to be long.
Service over. 5-2.
As soon as he sees a chance to strike, he grabs it, Kim Won-ho. Well, it might have drifted out, but he wasn't going to take the chance. And it's all become a little one-sided now. It took Kim and Jeong a long time to gain any kind of ascendancy in this semi-final, but it appears now as though they've got the measure of Yamashita and Shinoya. Fair way to go, but momentum looks to have shifted and potentially permanently. He can't get up. It's like he was glued to the floor. Wow. It wasn't for the want of trying. He just couldn't force himself up, could he? That's what you call total commitment. Down, but certainly not out. Kim Won-ho. Not afraid to muck in, is she? She knows where the damp spot is. There you go. Have your broom back. That's wide. So the other thing is, when you have a healthy lead early on, can sometimes just switch off a little bit. 5-point lead now, 3. And in the next couple, all on again. Working their opponents all round the court there, Yamashita and Shinoya.
5-7.
Well, that's a very tidy response from Kim, who had the serve and dispatched it in no uncertain terms. Full support now from Jeong.
9-5. Service over. 6-9.
Just past the hour mark then. This mixed doubles semi-final. Great anticipation from Shinoya.
9. Jeong.
Be disappointed with that.
Service over.
Unforced errors now.
10.
Very, very costly.
Oh. Service over. 8, 10.
Not going away though, are they? I thought when Kim and Jeong raced into a big lead early in this decider
9, 10.
that it was going to be something of a procession, but it's proved anything but.
Oh.
So terrific comeback
10, 0.
from the Japanese. Last point before the mid-game interval.
Service over. 11, 10. Interval. 10 games.
Well, what a turnaround. They were 7-3 down at one point.
In the middle.
7-2, I beg your pardon.
Der letzte Seitenwechsel im ersten Match des Tages und darüber haben wir gesprochen, können uns wirklich nicht beschweren. 11-10 im dritten noch im Start. Jetzt geht es rein in die Quatschbahn und schon mal im Start habe. Ja, mal erst die nächste Frage.
Coaches, return to your chair. Coach. Clear the floor. Play.
So absolutely no idea where this match is going to go next, and I guess that's just the way we like it. Oh, shot. Nowhere near enough on the lift from Yamashita, and Kim very quick to punish him. Well anticipated.
Service over.
It was a bit of a gift, truth be told, from Jeong, but nonetheless, this stage,
11-12.
everything has to be put away.
Wait.
That's good leave.
Service over. 13-11.
Well, it seemed to hang in the air for an age, that shuffle, before Yamashita put it away.
12-13.
How high that went. It went down, though, off the Japanese racket.
Service over. Fourteen, 12.
He's down again. This time he managed to get up, but he's, well, that was going wide, I'm sure of it. Long by a distance, that one. So have Kim and Jeong finally broken the back of this Japanese resistance? That was almost off the mat. Oh, that's a very clever piece of placement.
16-12.
Well, we meant that. And you have to think they're closing in now.
17-12. Service over. 13-17.
Straightforward put away. 1 point at a time now for the Koreans.
18-14.
Should get the job done.
Service over. 15-18.
Well,
16,
sometimes
18.
final hurdle is the hardest one. And the Japanese pair keeping Kim and Jeong honest here. And the back end of the deciding game. Oh, superb from Shinoya. She might have made a few errors, but what a winner that was.
17-18.
And this match right back in the melting pot again.
Wait.
Amazing, isn't it? Once you get a little bit of momentum,
18-0.
pressure transfers itself to your opponents. And now they're back level. Who would have thought it? Two big leads in this game, remember, for the Koreans. And now they're behind. They had 7-2 at one point.
19-18.
They had 18-14. 5 points in a row. What a turnaround here. Can they keep it going? Oh, what an angle. And what a time to find it.
19-0.
Oh, he found a gap through the middle. Naru Shinoya. And she may, beg your pardon, Jeong No-yun.
20.
Pressure getting to everyone, including me.
19.
Didn't look like it was possible to thread the shuttle through there, but she did. Match point then. Hour and 16 on court. And that will do it. It was a serious struggle at times, but the Koreans come through. 21-19 in a decider. Yamashita and Shinoya, phenomenal effort from the two Japanese. They just couldn't find the spark right at the end when they needed it the most. But great entertainment for a packed crowd here. Well, this was the way it ended.
Next one by Kim Won-ho, Jeong Kung-hwan, 14-21, 21-19, 21-19.
1 hour 17 minutes the match time, and the Koreans come through 14-21, 21-19, 21-19. An epic start to our semi-final Saturday. I'll show you some highlights, and we're back with what's going to be an epic women's singles. Jeong against An Se-yoon. Welcome back, and just a reminder, if you've got your phone handy, you can take a photo of that QR code on the screen. That's the Badminton For You app. It'll take you to the App Store or the Google Play Store. This is a must for all true badminton fans. You'll get information about draws, ticket availability, player entries, live scores. Literally, you'll get the points as they happen, and the latest and best videos as well. Well, they won't have much time to recover, the crowd here, from that opener, because we're moving on to what should be just as thrilling a match. It's the women's singles. Jeong up against An Se-yoon, the Chinese against